Dear students, welcome to Social Science Tutorials. If you are watching our channel for the first time, then do subscribe our channel so that you can get notifications for our future videos. If you find this video useful, then like, share and comment. Today we will start discussion on important questions for open book examination for SOL BA program 3rd year for education subject. We will discuss unit-wise expected question in a series of 3 to 4 videos, so please have patience and keep practicing with us. We will discuss about the strategies to write answers. Let's start with the smallest unit, which is Unit 5, titled Higher Education, Meeting the Challenges for Excellence. There are two expected questions from this particular unit. The first question may be, what is quality assurance and accreditation? What are the challenges of quality improvement in higher education in India? The second question may be, describe the role, functions of National Accreditation and Assessment Council, that is NAC, in higher education. There may be an additional question as either be the part of first question or the second question, like why do we need quality assurance bodies for our education system? So when you will answer these questions, I'm discussing the first question. You need to write introduction for each and every question. So the questions which comes from this unit, you have to give an introduction related to the institutions of higher education, that they play an active role in social transformation. That's why the interest in higher education has greatly increased all around the world during the last 50 years. If this interest has increased, then there is a rapid expansion in the enrollment in higher education, and almost all countries are facing the challenge of quality maintenance of education, particularly in the higher education system. Same is the case with India. Now coming to the question of quality, what is quality? Quality may mean differ thing to different people who would demand different quality outcomes and methods of assessing quality. It means quality is a relative concept. It may be different for you, it may be different for me, or it may be different for another person. So quality as such is a relative concept, and it is dependent on this relativity is dependent on the user of the term, the one who is using this term, and the circumstances in which it is involved. So when, under which circumstances it has been asked for. So you have to write this at least. When higher education is conceived as a production of highly qualified manpower, then we see three things for this. First of all, the graduates are seen as product whose career, earning and employment is quantify as the quality of the education. In the second term, the performance indicators becomes the research output of all the staff and the students of that particular higher education. They are also the indicators of the performance of the institution and overall quality indicator of the institution. The third conception is higher education as the efficient management of the teaching provision. That means how good management of the teaching provision is there in any higher education institution, that will also count as the quality of that particular institution. In this way, there are numerous performance and efficiency indicators, so you have to pay attention to these terms. Numerous performance and efficiency indicators such as completion rate, unit cost, student staff ratio, curriculum planning, resource available, placement of the students and other financial data which indicate quality of an institution. कि किसी institution में what is the completion rate, if 100 students are enrolled, how many of them passes that particular course. The more higher the rate of the completion, the more quality of that institution is counted as. After that, you have to write about what is quality assurance and accreditation. So you have to describe about these terms as well. Quality assurance and accreditation in higher education is defined as a systemic management and assessment of the procedure adopted by higher education institutions or system to monitor the performance and to ensure achievement of quality improvement. So here you have to make a point about that these are systems of monitoring. So there is a system of monitoring which monitor the performance of the institution so that we can achieve the quality standards and improve our quality indicators. Coming to the term accreditation, which means this is the assurance given by a formal body of the quality of an institution on the basis of fixed criteria and expected performance. It is an evaluation of whether an institution or a program qualifies for a certain status. That means it evaluates any institution or any program under the fixed criteria and some expected performances. That what are the expectations from an institution or a program? There is a fixed criteria and there is a formal assessment of that particular institution or program on the basis of criterias and the expected performance. So it is basically an process of assessment of any institution. So when you will be discussing about the quality assurance and accreditation, you should make this particular picture of the system where it call about the input, process and outcomes. You can understand how the quality assurance and accreditation bodies work. They see the criteria of input, that how infrastructure, funding, human resources etc are being put in any institution. Then they also assess about the processes, the courses, the curriculum, the pedagogy, how teaching learning process happen etc. After that they also evaluate the outcome. There are certain standards for the outcomes where they analyze about the examination, research done by the institution and results etc. So there is an overall process of where they assure about the quality and then they accredit the institution. That's why you might have seen for many universities they claim that they have been accredited by the NAAC and they are having A grade or B grade or C grade. So these are all basically, the NAAC is a body which tries to assure and accredit the quality of the institution and then they give some ranking to those institutions. So overall India, there are different categories for the A grade institution, B grade institutions and C grade institutions. So this particular picture has to be drawn by you whenever you answer about the quality assurance and accreditation. Then only you will understand that what is the process of or the functioning of this particular system. Now, writing about this assessment, that how this assessment is done. Assessment is basically a systematic process of gathering, reviewing and using important quantitative and qualitative data and information from multiple and diverse sources about educational program. So it's not that कि educational program के बारे में educational program से ही information होगी. There will be different sources like teachers, student, community. They will also see the publication of the faculty, publication of the university etc. So there are multiple and diverse sources from where they gather the data for the purpose of improving students learning and evaluating whether academic and learning standards are being met. Self assessment is another kind of assessment which is also part of quality assurance. All the institutions can only assure their quality if they are engaged in a process of self assessing and improving their quality. So self assessment is an assessment conducted by the institution itself to assess whether programs meet their educational objectives and outcomes with the purpose to improve programs quality and enhancing students learning. So for example, SOL itself do some kind of self assessment that whether educational objectives and outcomes are in tandem with each other, so that if they are if objectives are not being met by the institution, then they try to do certain other efforts to improve the quality and the enhancing of the students learning. So when we see that how quality is being assured, there are principal areas of institutional activities and responsibilities on which they are being assessed. So there is a list which is there in your book, which talk about the institutional mission and objective evaluation and planning. You should write about it. If this question is for 20 or 25 marks, then you can write these as well. In the open book, you will have this advantage that the book will be there and you can write it from there itself. The challenges which are being faced by the QAA, we will be discussing important pointers only. The first point is accessibility to quality higher education. Accessibility is not equal for all in India. So not accessible, all the not accessible to everyone due to vast economic and social disparities, cultural and linguistic diversity, and the extremely uneven opportunities of the learning at the school level, together with the aspiration and capacity of the potential students. So because these are social and economic disparity in Indian society, so everyone is not able to access the quality higher education. So this is one of the problem when we try to assure the quality and accredit the institutions. The isolative function of institutions. All the institutions function in isolation. There are no chances of discussion between different institutions for cooperation and collaboration. That means even if you are studying in SOL, you cannot have lots of debates and opportunity to meet the Delhi University students who are in different institutions, although you will also get the same degree, but there are no chances of cooperation and collaboration or the opportunity to meet, discuss about the problems you face. So even at the level of institutions, there is no as such opportunities to discuss, to cooperate and collaborate. That's why different institutions are not learning from each other, they are not interacting with each other. That's why this is another problem, that why quality of the institutions is not being assured or accredited by the bodies, or they are facing a barrier in that particular area. The system maintains a set of double standards. In India, there are few good quality providing institutions and there are many other with the poor quality, and they are serving the larger population. This dualism leads to undesirable social segregation and so a perpetuation and strengthening of non-egalitarian trends in our society. So whatever double standards or double set of standards of good quality and bad quality institutions is there in higher education, same that divide is being again and again perpetuated by such educational system, which again perpetuate this diversity and strengthen this particular divide in the society. The next point comes is uncontrolled and unplanned expansion. We see that there is in last 30 or 40 years, uncontrolled and unplanned expansion of higher education has started, where we see inadequate inputs in the infrastructure, in teaching faculty, etc. So this vast gap in standards and facilities that has been a cause of constant anxiety and concern to the policy planner of higher education in India. Even though we are facing these barriers and challenges, you can write few lines about that how Indian higher education system is working towards networking and database management of higher education, which is changing the orientations of institutions, and also it will help in raising the standards of our institutions. So coming to the next question, which talk about the NAC, that what is the role of NAC in higher education and why we need quality assurance bodies in our education system. We are discussing that Indian higher education is facing the problem of quality in education. So to address this issue of quality, there was a policy advocacy for the establishment of an independent national accreditation body. So NAC is an accreditation body which gives different ranks to different institutions. Consequently, the NAAC, National Assessment and Accreditation Council, was established in 1994 with its headquarters at Bangalore. The vision of NAC is to make quality the defining element of higher education in India through a combination of self and external quality evaluation. So this is quite important that it talks about the self assessment and the external quality evaluation. So there is an assessment by the institution itself. For example, if college A is there, so it will evaluate all its component, that where it stands, and there will be another institution, NAC. It will also assess and it will also see that where this particular institution stands, and then NAC will accredit and it will give an overall rank to that particular institution with comparison to the standards and the other institutions. So, through a combination of self and external quality evaluation, promotion, and sustenance initiatives, to collaborate with other stakeholders of higher education for quality evaluation, promotion, and sustenance. So, it talks about the self and external quality education evaluation. So, you have to take these words in mind, that it talks about the quality evaluation and quality evaluation by NAC as well as from the institution. Tasks and functioning of NAC, these are written in your textbook. So task and functioning of NAC, if we talk about the to arrange for periodic assessment and accreditation of institutions of higher education or unit thereof, or specific academic program or project. So it assess all either institutions or some specific programs. For example, it may, when we say periodic, it means for all, in a period of 5 or 6 years, NAC make a visit to the institution. It may come for the SOL itself, or it may come for the education department of SOL. So when it says that it may come for the unit or it may come for the academic program, so NAC can visit its can do its assessment and visits according to either the institution or according to the specific course. To stimulate the academic environment for promotion of quality of teaching, learning, and research in higher education, to encourage self evaluation, accountability, autonomy, and innovation in higher education. So innovation in higher education is another term which you have to take care of, because in these time we are focusing on quality, and quality is also improved by the new ideas and the innovation in higher education. To undertake quality related research studies, consultancies, and training program, and NAC also try to collaborate with other stakeholders of higher education for quality evaluation. So when you will answer any of your question, always write an introduction and always conclude that question. So whatever is written in the question, you have to reiterate that particular point, that what you have written, what you have understood out of that. So NAC inspect the infrastructure, facilities, and also assess the performance and academic excellence of the teachers of an institution. It also gives grade on the basis of performance and prospects of the institution. So in conclusion, you have to write that to conclude, I would say that NAC accreditation is playing a major role in ensuring quality in higher education institutions and colleges. You can also write, it motivates institutions to bring changes in basic infrastructure, teaching processes, teaching capacity building, and overall culture of working for quality improvement. This particular sentence can be added in any of the question which comes on the quality of education and quality assurance of education. If the question was about the need of quality assurance and accreditation, then you have to write in conclusion that yes, we need quality assurance and accreditation body for our education system. As discussed earlier, these bodies are providing standards, indicators, and suggesting areas of improvement and guideline to educational institutions. So they overall trying to build a culture of quality education in institutions through various ways. So we discussed two expected questions in detail, that if any of these will come, you will be able to write about them. So you have to write a good introduction, a good conclusion as well, and you can make some pictures which are already given in your book. Hope it was useful for you. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share and subscribe our channel. Thank you.